students. Today we are starting new chapter number 5, matter and chemical formula. You know that all these objects are made up of different type of substances. Now, what are these substances made up of? These substances are made up of matter. What is matter? Matter is anything which occupies space and has mass is called matter. Even you can't see the air, but still it is also matter. Water is also matter. This plastic, wood, all these things are called matter. Now, what is the thing by which this matter is made up of? What is the composition of matter? Matter is made up of atoms. Matter is made up of tiny particles called atoms. These are the basic building blocks of any substance. Now we will learn about properties of an atom. An atom is the smallest unit that has the characteristic properties of a substance. It cannot be seen by unaided eye or even with a standard microscope. In solids, atoms are tightly packed, but in liquids they are loosely packed, and in gaseous substances these are very far from each other. Now we will learn about the structure of an atom. In this picture, you can see there are three types of particles. In the center, there are two types of particles. These are called proton and neutron. Proton are positively charged particles. Neutron do not have any type of charges, and these both type of particles together constitute nucleus. Around the nucleus, the small tiny negatively charged particles will revolve, and these are called electrons. These revolve in the same manner as the planets revolve around the sun. Now, when these atoms will combine together in different manner, they will form the molecules. And molecules are the smallest particle which exist freely, independently, and atoms cannot exist freely. Here, these molecules will be formed in different manner. Either the same type of atoms, for example, in hydrogen. In hydrogen, H2 molecule, this is one hydrogen molecule. It is formed by combining two hydrogen atoms together. But in some molecules, different atoms can combine together to form a single molecule. For example, if we talk about water, two hydrogen atoms will combine with one oxygen atom. If we talk about carbon dioxide, here the formula of carbon dioxide is CO2, and here one carbon atom will combine with two oxygen atoms. In this manner, molecules are formed. Now we will learn about how this matter is classified. Actually, if we talk about states of matter, matter exists in three states: solids, liquid, and gases. But if we classify the matter in other way, it is classified into two groups. These are pure substances and mixtures. In pure substances, elements and compounds exist, and the other form is of mixtures. Now we discuss about elements. An element is a pure substance. It consists of only one type of atoms. For example, the element of oxygen. It is composed of only oxygen atoms. The atom of one element are not the same as the atoms of another element. For example, the atoms of iron are different from those of gold. In this manner, all elements have different types of atoms, and there are almost 118 non-elements. Now, the next type of pure substance is compound. A compound is a substance that is formed when two or more elements combine in definite ratio chemically. Here, if we talk about water molecule, this water molecule, you can take water molecule from anywhere. For example, from ocean water, or from distilled water, or from rainwater. Water molecule always has two hydrogen atoms and one oxygen atom, and these are the combined in this definite ratio only, that is 2:1. Now, properties of compounds. A compound is made up of same combination of elements combined in a fixed proportion by mass irrespective of the source it is obtained. The properties of a compound are totally different from those of its constituent elements, and the constituent elements of a compound cannot be separated by simple physical methods such as evaporation and filtration. Now the next type of the matter is mixture. Mixture are substances in which two or more substances are physically mixed together in any proportion, and the constituents in a mixture can be separated by any physical method. The constituents in a mixture are not present in any fixed proportion. That means it can be changed. For example, you are making any like a sherbet. Here you can add different things together. Like lemonade, you can add lemon juice, sugar, salt, water. In different quantities you can take. So in a mixture, the ratio of the constituent is not fixed. Now we will discuss about differences between a compound and a mixture. In this table, different properties are given. On the basis of these properties, we will differentiate between mixture and compound. First is composition. In a mixture, variable composition is found, whereas in compound, this composition is fixed. Second is chemical bonding. The constituents of a mixture do not combine chemically, while in a compound, the constituent elements of a compound combine chemically. Properties. The mixture shows the properties of its constituent elements, while in a compound, the properties of a compound are entirely different from its constituent elements. Next is separation. The constituents of a mixture can be easily separated by simple physical methods, while in a compound, the constituents of a compound cannot be separated by simple physical methods. Examples of mixture like air, like soil, etc. And the examples of compound are like salt, common salt, sodium chloride, sugar, carbon dioxide, etc. Now we will perform an activity. For doing this activity, we will take two elements. These are iron and sulfur. We will mix the iron powder and sulfur together, and we will keep it in a china dish. Now we will bring a magnet towards it. We will observe that the iron particles come out from the mixture and will stick to the magnet. That means the constituents of the mixture are having or retaining their properties. Now we will make the compound from these two elements, that is iron sulfide. And for making this compound iron sulfide, we will take 7 grams of iron and 4 grams of sulfur. We will mix them together, and in a china dish we will heat them. And now the mixture will convert into compound, that is a black colored mass, iron sulfide. Now again we will do the magnetic test for this, but this time the iron particles will not come out, and here in this compound we are not seeing the yellow colored sulfur particles also. This shows that the constituents of any mixture were retaining their properties, but the constituents of a compound are not retaining their properties and they have been changed. Thank you.